Hey guys, welcome. I'm Jana, and it is Sydney Grace Sunday. This was created by my friend Bekah Jo here on YouTube, the makeup tax lady. I'm going to leave all her information in the description box below. It is also the first Sunday in the month, which means it is time for a new BYOP. And since the holidays are coming up and holiday and family just go hand in hand for me, this month's theme is thankful. I'm going to go through my Sydney Grace collection and I'm going to pick out shades that I am very thankful for. And this is this month's color story. I actually used the first 8 are the ones that I'm thankful for. I could have gone through and easily filled up, the entire palette with things that I'm thankful for, like shade names like peanut butter cookie and puppy. But I actually wanted to pick ones that just had a lot of value and meaning to me. Then I used these last 4 just kind of round the palette out with. But I think this color story is just so pretty actually for the holidays coming up. It kind of reminds me of almost a fall to winter like palette. So I'm going to go through and show you the shade names that I picked out. And then I'm going to put up swatches and we're going to do 2 looks. So let's get started. The first shade is from the Be Mine palette and it is Soulmates. And if you've seen a prior video of mine, I mentioned that to me, a soulmate isn't just like your spouse that you choose to spend the rest of your life with. It's people that you know were meant to be with you through a journey. Maybe it's a short journey or a long journey throughout this life, but you know that those people were meant to be and impact you in the best way possible. So I am very thankful for soulmates in this life. The next shade is Cooler Weather, and I am very grateful for some cooler weather. After a very hot, long season and cool weather, I'm just like looking forward to like bonfires. That's one of my favorite things is doing a bonfire and just sitting around with family and talking and having coffee or hot cocoa or mochas or whatever it may be. So I'm very looking forward to some cooler weather. The next shade is Family Tradition, and I am all about family tradition, especially since my mom and my grandmother are no longer here. Like, I know I've mentioned this before, just creating those dishes that we've had year after year, it just makes them feel like they're here with me, like they're in their kitchen cooking with me. My grandma's telling me how I'm doing it wrong and how I need to do it a different way, her way, and I just miss them so much, and I'm just so happy to have family traditions. I think it's just such an important thing in our life. The next shade is from the Southern Spring palette and it is All Y'all, and I'm very grateful for all of you all who are here. You watch my videos, you comment, you guys have become my friends. I'm just so happy to have someone to come on here and talk to about makeup that I just might not have in my everyday life. So I'm just so grateful that you guys are here with me and thankful. The next shade is Enjoy the Ride. This is probably one thing that has been very difficult for me to learn how to do in life. I am very anxious and just I'm always just like just what's going to happen next, and I've just really learning, I should say, I'm really learning how to enjoy the ride, just the everyday moments in life, learning to appreciate the little things, the people that are here with you, and just enjoying the every little things that come in everyday life. The next shade is Role Models, and I have been so lucky to have so many role models in my life. Role models does not mean that you're perfect, that you never make mistakes. It means that you're there to support someone, to nurture them, to help them grow, to give them advice. And I've just been so lucky in my life to have role models that have done that for me. And sometimes when they're not perfect, we can even learn from their mistakes. And it still means that they're our role model. They're there for us. So very thankful. Very important one. My Savior. This is the light shade. I have really grown closer to God, especially in these past 5 to 6 years. And man, has my life changed. I have just become so much more patient and loving and caring and less anxious. And just, it's still a journey for me. I'm still working on it, but I just am so thankful that I have God in my life to lead me through each and every journey that He takes me through. And the last one is Mom Ride. I just don't even know what to say about this because I became a mom later in life and I've done a lot of different jobs in my life. My grandma always used to say like a jack of all trades, a master of none. I guess kind of how like I felt, but there was nothing I will ever trade that would bring me the joy out of being a mom. It is one of the toughest things that you have to do. It's mentally draining, but it is just I can't even express. If you have kids, you know, this is one thing I'm so grateful and so thankful for is the mom ride. And these last four shades are the shades that I picked out just to kind of round out the palette, make it more cohesive. This first one is Turtle Doves. This one is Chasing Twilight. I actually used this one in the eye look today. It's so pretty. This one is Panther's Prowl. This one is actually new. I picked this up in their Christmas and July sale in a mystery bag. So I have not got to use this very much. I'm really looking forward to using it in this month. And the last one is Coliseum. All right, guys, I'm now going to put up swatches and then we're going to go into this first look. I guess I'm still adjusting the light, so I'm just trying to figure out how to do this. Normally, when I film, I would like come in close, but I noticed that when I was editing, the light was really bad. So I'm just gonna try to film from here and then zoom in. We're gonna try that out and see how well that works out. All right, I have literally no idea what I'm going to do. There's a lot of choices though. I love these beautiful like mauve tones and the blue. You know, I think I'm gonna stick with like this quad. And then I'll use this shimmer and then maybe come in with one of those. We're gonna start out with the rougher 27. And we're just gonna start out with this one. All right, and I apologize if I mess up because I'm just so used to coming in close. It's gonna take me some time to get used to everything. I'll try to zoom in so you guys can really see. Hope the lighting is good. I just kind of tested it out and it seems like you guys should be able to see pretty well because when I'm looking in the camera right now, it doesn't really look like anything's showing up. But anyways, yeah, I love the holidays. Do you guys love the holidays? To be completely honest, I wasn't like, I mean, I love the holidays as a kid and then I moved out on my own and then I was kind of like, at first I was excited, but then I don't know, as I got older, I was kind of like, meh. But then when I had my son, that's when I really got back into the holidays. Oh my gosh, there's nothing like kids to really make the holidays special. But since I've gotten older and I've lost my mom and my grandmother, it's just like you really do get some perspective on the holidays and family. And I mean, I'm not saying that people are perfect and that. I mean, trust me, I've had some holidays growing up that were eventful to say the least. But now that we've gotten older, I think it's just kind of funny to look back on them and laugh. It's part of the memories. Now to go with the Sydney Grace EO3 to this shade. But yeah, I mean, as I've gotten older, I've learned that there might be some subjects that I might stay away from. Might be a little touchy topic, but none of us are perfect, and I realize that in the end, it doesn't matter. None of those topics matter. I will definitely say the Lord has really worked on me to humble me and just kind of taught me that it's not important to argue about your opinion, and we're not always right, and it just doesn't matter. Love is really all that matters, and I just continue to try to work on being a better human. Boy, this one is really more, a lot more pigmented than I thought it was going to be, especially after that last shade. I picked up a little bit more of that first shade to bring in. This one is so pretty. It's just so soft and lovely. All right, I'm going to go into a Dose of Colors brush into this shade. I hope it's going to show up. Oh, yeah. Subtle, but definitely giving some color in there. Oh, that's so pretty. You know, that's one thing I really enjoy about these BYOPs is pairing shades together that maybe you wouldn't normally pick. I like that. And if this is hard to see, let me know, guys, and I will do my best to fix it. It's kind of hard because in my last video, it was like super cloudy, and today it's like super sunny. So I'm just like, what am I gonna do? All right, I'm gonna go with the Repper 28, and yeah, this is the one I was using. I'm gonna go with the Repper 02 back into the transition. All right, so I definitely want to go in with this one, and now I'm gonna try to figure out. Ooh, look at that! That's so pretty. So I think I'm either gonna go in with this one or this one. Let's see how it's. Okay, this one is dark. Oh my god, look how pretty that is. I think we're gonna go with all three. I think I'm gonna use this for the inner corner, and then this for the inner third, and then this for the rest. Those look so pretty. This one has like a rose. Oh my goodness. Is it like a taupe? I don't know. It's so pretty though. All right, so we're gonna start with this. I may go in with a brush. I'm in such a habit of leaning forward. Wow. Right to this one. All right, I'm such in the habit of leaning forward. I came forward to do this eye and all the light messed up. So I'm gonna go ahead and do it on this one, but this is so pretty. It really turned into like a very colorful eye. Oh wow, I love that. I lost a little bit of that burgundy. I'm gonna bring that back in a little bit. Really turned into a colorful eye look. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna use a pencil brush. All right, I got a pencil brush. I'm gonna go into this one for the inner corner. And I don't think I'm gonna spray it. It looks pretty impactful. These last two shades are ones that I decided to bring in just to kind of round the palette out, and I'm so glad that I did. I've been busy lately, and so I honestly did not put a ton of thought into this palette. I mean, I went through and picked the shades with meaning, and then kind of last night I was like, okay, let's see what we can put in here. Wow, I love that. Luckily, my microphone hasn't turned off because I kept forgetting to check it. For blush, I'm going to go in with BH Cosmetics. What is this one? Fiji Fun. I used to have this memorized because I would use it all the time. It's like one of my favorite winter shades. It's like a baby pink and then a mauve, and it has like a shimmer, like a sheen that runs through it. It's so pretty. Very pigmented though. I think it's very pigmented. I haven't used it in a while, so we're just gonna kind of tap. I'm going back and forth between Condensate from Phytosurgent, Got Chills from Cosmic Beauty, or maybe, I don't know, I might be light enough to do Bareback from Nude Sticks. I don't think this one's going to show up yet. Kind of going towards Condensate, but it's going to deepen it up a little bit. We're going to try it. We're just going to give it a little try. I'm going to go in with like this stippling brush. So I don't want too much. Okay, yeah, I think I kind of like that. All right, and then I'm just gonna go back in with my foundation brush. All right, pretty happy with that so far. I'm gonna go wrap this up and I'll be right back. All right, guys, this is the finished look. I do love the way it turned out. I feel like it really is just a pretty holiday look. But let me tell you what I finished off with. For the outer corner, I went in with Plum from Persona. For the rest of the lower lash line, I went in with Moya Cosmetics Baby Pink. For the planner, I went in with Curious from Essence. Blended it out with Cool BFF from ColourPop. Then I went in with Stone from Doza Colors. And then topped it with Sweet Mouth from Fenty. All right, guys, let's go on for the next look. All right, I think for today's look, I'm going to go in like with this quad and I'll probably tap into that brown maybe. Starting out with the Rougher 27. All right, now I'm going to use a Doza Colors brush to go into this. I don't know if I could say if it's a black or a really deep, deep brown. It looks beautiful though. But the formula on it does feel a little bit different than their normal matte shadows. So I'm very intrigued to use it. I'm going to bring it down just a little bit. Now what I wanted to do before I start in with the shimmers is I'm going to come in with Boardwalk Cream Shadow from Sydney Grace. Just going to take a little bit. And I just think this will give a nice base underneath the shimmers and just add a little bit more, you know, something up under there. Now this by itself would just be so pretty. But we're not stopping yet. All right, I'm going to go into Coliseum. And just get a tap. Oh, wow, that blends that shade and the cream shadow together so well. The Coliseum is so hard to describe. It's almost like an antique bronze, but it has like just a little bit of orange that runs through it. It's gorgeous. All right, I'm going to go into this one. All right, I'm going to go into the Repper 28, and I think we're going to this one. Now I'm going to go to the Repper 02, and I'm going to go into both this one and that one. I just had to stop you guys and go clean up a mess that went from one counter, jumped over onto the stove, went down the side of the stove, went down the side of the counter, and then went up under the stove. It's been one of those weeks. I've had like the most strangest week of extra cleaning, like stuff that doesn't normally happen. It's happened this week. And then when I was almost done, my son was like, well, at least you don't have to clean under the stove now. Mom ride, mom ride. You know what, maybe we should do some MAC blush today. I'm really trying to use stuff that I don't normally use. Yeah, I think that is what we're going to do. I'm going to start off with Gingerly from MAC. All right, now I'm going to go into Beautiful Morning from Sydney Grace. And I'm just going to use like a fluffy, somewhat fluffy brush. That just gives such a pretty glow. And I think I need an inner corner still. I think I'm just going to, let's see. Should I just go in with some of this? I think this is what we're going to do. And let's see, I did finish everything else, right? I'm like, so it's been like a half hour, so. All right, I'm just going to use this for the inner corner. So pretty and subtle. Like, how is this just $5? Is it still $5? I don't even know. You know, while I have it out, I think I'm going to add a little highlighter too. I'm too dark right now for this highlight. Oh boy, I really got a glow going on already. The holy moly, normally this thing's subtle. Wow. But I like it. It is. It's a beautiful, beautiful. And we're gonna blend a little bit, and then I think I'm done. I'm done, and I'm ready for bed. So glad it's Friday. I'm filming this on Friday, and my whole week's been crazy. Very happy with it though. The makeup made me happy, made me feel better. All right, gonna go finish up, and I'll be right back. All right, guys, this is the final look. I love how this turned out. I mean, this is fall. If this isn't November, I don't know what it is. Let me tell you what I finished off with. For the outer corner, I went in with brown from Persona. For the rest of the lower lash line, I went in with caramel from Melt. For lip liner, I went in with saucy toffee from Milani. Blended it out with cafe au lait. I don't even know if I've ever used this lipstick before, you guys. I went in with Selma. No, I keep saying Selma. It's Salem from Cosmic Beauty. I like it. It's just so pretty. It's just so fall. It's beautiful. And then right in the center, I went in with Can You Not from Dose of Colors. I am really enjoying this so far. I feel like I really have gotten some fall looks out of it. Like it kind of like November in a palette for me. I want to thank you guys so much for spending your time with me, and I hope to see you again. So like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.